This is the daily energy reading. Our first card today is the Four of Cups. Notice this card. Fours are usually about balance, stability, and cups are about emotions, emotional well-being. They are in the energy of water. You notice that the person sitting on the biggest cup is in mournful contemplation, and they're drinking, the whole posture looks very much in the energy of the woe's me, and the other cups are kind of behind them, and they're sitting on the big cup and just kind of being in that woe's me energy is what this cup is about. And what I immediately got was, this looks like they're sitting on a toilet. And so this is about emotional release of the past, letting go of how we've held on to the victim consciousness, the victim imprint, how we have held on to resentments, anger, fear that we may never have what we had in the past. That's really what keeps us in that emotional place, is the fear of thinking that we can never have what we had in the past. And that keeps us from seeing what the future has to bring. So the posture of this person, look, their one foot is not completely grounded. They could get up and take action in the stance that they're in. And so if we let go, if we bring in emotional balance through big release about people, about things, about situations, anything that's been taken for granted as well, if we let that go, our next card is the King of Wands. The King of Wands is, if this shows up as a person, the King of Wands is someone who's very dynamic, they're very fiery, they are charismatic, they're charming, they're confident, they're passionate, they are in dynamic control, they are center stage. This can be a person because it's a court card. It is also the way that we can embody all of that. So we could be today very much in our charisma, our charm, our confidence, and have passion, which would give us dynamic control and bring us center stage. Then, two court cards today. Man, we're rocking. This is the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is in a green garment, and this is a dark-haired person, and they are very grounded. Pentacles is all about the earth, the wealth of the earth, as well as, all of the material things, health, wealth, work, finances, and investments. And so this King of Pentacles, if it's a person, is grounded in the earthly wisdom. They know a lot about maybe building, about farming, about gardening. They have that very earthly confidence. They weigh out their options. So they're not a quick decision maker. They weigh out their options to make sound decisions. And again, the same thing as with the King of Wands, this could be everything that you embody to make sound decisions about your health, about your investments. Investments can be financial, they can be your time, they can be your energy, they can be all three. And so this is about having control, having all that you need at the material level. Want for nothing. So if these two cards, the energy of these cards would be, this would be Cancer in its lowest octave, the woe's me. This would be Leo in its highest octave. And this would be Taurus in its highest octave. And so, again, if we, this card, I read cards right side up. This card came in reversed. The reason that I read them right side up is because I give you the lower octave energies of the cards as well as the highest octaves of the cards. So this card, when we create that emotional balance, what does it bring in? Let's put it together. So if we release everything that represents the past, it becomes our superpower to bring in that charisma, that charm, that confidence and passion. We get that dynamic control. We are in our center stage. And this could very much be just how you feel inside without it being external. But because it is wands, it would more than likely be external as well. And look how the wand brings in the resources. The pentacle is right at that wand. And they are one of the same, because the King of Wands brings in that fire energy, that brings in the passion, and then the King of Pentacles grounds it into what's needed and what is built on the material plane. Now, I want to show you what this looks like with the Cup card upside down. So look, when the card is upside down, it's like you're in the upside down world. That is not reality. And it's in the past. It is behind the forward momentum. The past is not even attached to where you are now. So let that go. You're already sitting on the toilet. That cup is the toilet. Let it go. Let it flush. And then the kings guide you forward. That's your internal energy. I love this reading. I hope that it is your truth today. I hope you show up in your most dynamic, charismatic, sound decision-making energy. You have all that you need at the material level. That's what that King of Pentacles is telling you. Want for nothing is the energy of this day. Everything is there for you. Source, resourced. Look around. Don't get lost in what you don't have. Recognize that what you need is in front of you. It's right there. I love you. Be wealth.